this where I say something? I'm fully blushing.
Duff Badgley was bouncing a pilot tennis ball while thinking of baby names. When he saw the ultrasound, he thought the baby was the size of the tennis ball, so it was decided that the boy's name would be Penn. What do you think about this naming process?
I chem read with Penn, and when you do those things, you never really know. You have no control over chemistry. You could be perfect for the part, but if you don't have chemistry, then it's over. And I was very happy and felt very lucky that Penn and I were able to connect so effortlessly.
Penn traveled to South America to have multiple ayahuasca experiences. He even shared his story at the 2012 Ayahuasca Monologues in New York. Perhaps that's why he looks so at home during the trippy scenes of the hit show You. Penn is very much against the morals of his You character, Joe Goldberg, and he finds it strange that Joe has so many real-life fans. Do you support the murderous stalker, Joe Goldberg?
Saul Cardi, I know you love You, right? You love the show on Netflix, You. When he tweeted you said that, oh my God, like I'm famous, like it hit you.
When I was like in high school and everything, and like he's so mysterious.
His
Like
aura.
his aura is so mysterious that it's like, oh my gosh, like he knows me. Oh, so I was just like so flabbergasted. Like I was like,
Penn has done voiceover work for Nintendo games, including Mario Golf and Mario Tennis. Next time you play the game, just remember that guy from You is doing the voices.
I feel like even if Penn says something as like, I like eating cotton candies, in the Joe voice, please.
But you know what? I started when I was a child. When I was like 9 or 10 years old, I started in voiceovers. I worked at a radio station.
Did you really?
I was in 2 Nintendo 64 video games.
Every day.
In Mario Tennis and Mario Golf.
Well, we can't imagine anyone else playing Dan Humphrey in Gossip Girl. Penn initially turned down the role multiple times in frustration of being typecast for other drama series. Penn's first job was at around 10 years old, working as a kid DJ for a radio station in Seattle. Oh, we would pay a fortune to hear some of those early tracks.
I wanted to show a couple quick pictures of Penn, because I hear you were a little bit of a heartthrob. Bring them up. Do you have those pictures of Penn when he was, look at that.
Oh no.
Look at that picture. Such a heartthrob. And people said you're one of the sexiest men. You like those pictures?
Penn once forgot the lyrics to the Star-Spangled Banner while singing at a minor league baseball game. You was originally made for the US network Lifetime, but it was dropped for poor ratings after season 1. It seems that Netflix has a special way of making shows a hit. What would we have done if the show was axed?
Because people just think of you as that character, or is it easier because people have seen your acting chops?
But yeah, I think it's like
every high and every low.
If you had asked me a few years ago, would I be interested? Meta progressive.
Penn learned about the Baha'i faith while traveling through the rainforests of Colombia and has been a follower since 2015. Baha'i teaches about the oneness of humanity. We bet you didn't know that Penn was this spiritual. Penn revealed that at least 80% of his lines in You are voiceovers, so he spends a lot of time by himself on set. Clearly, this is one of his easier roles to play, as he doesn't have to remember many lines.
Oh, God, he just keeps leveling up like I'm getting to live every woman's fantasy.
And brought you another gift. That one was clean. The next gift is...
Penn's favorite musician is D'Angelo, with his favorite album being Voodoo. Penn loves the R&B artist so much that he won't stop talking about him on social media. Penn comes from a mixed background of Irish, English, German, and Scottish. It's also believed one of his paternal great-grandfathers was part African-Jamaican. We bet you didn't see that last ethnicity coming. Other than being the main character, Penn is also a producer on the show You. He is a man of many talents.
Sets the tone for the set, and Penn Badgley is such... I mean, that man's an enigma. Like, I could go on about him. Everything that comes out of his mouth is poetry. I don't understand, but he was great. He was great, and like, he's so talented, and I feel like I learned so much from the other cast members.
Penn turned down his acceptance to the University of Southern California to pursue acting. He joked he'd attend when he's 30, but he never did. We are glad he followed his heart and blessed us with many great shows. Penn requested to have less love scenes in You out of respect for his real-life marriage. Now that's what you call a loyal man.
Really interested in him living with me, and I thought he was cute, and it would have been nice to have like a little winter fling with my roommate.
Boundaries.
None, zero. Grew up with an alcoholic family.
Okay.
But also,
It's pretty funny. That first picture. It's good.
Penn is the frontman of the indie pop band Mother, spelled with an X instead of an E. The band has toured all over the world. Did you know that Penn was in a secret relationship with Gossip Girl co-star and on-screen love interest Blake Lively during filming? The two were also homeschooled together as kids.
Pick up a PDA every chance they get. Could someone say OMG? Yeah. Well, one report even said no one on the set is even talking to the new girl because they just don't want to upset Blake.
Here's an interesting fact. Penn has been told multiple times by You director to make his acting less creepy. Penn sings and plays the guitar and bass guitar. He's played the guitar since he was a teenager. Penn didn't like the way women reacted to him when he was portraying Dan Humphries on Gossip Girl. He said it made him feel like an object.
All right, it's the way that Penn Badgley was 3 feet away from me in Williamsburg. What? And I was completely speechless. What? Bro, he looked fucking incredible. Well, we have that, don't we? At least we have that. At least we have that. Yeah, next one. Let's do the next one.
Penn's first on-screen role was when he was 12 years old, playing Todd the Bully in an episode of Will and Grace in 1999. Penn co-hosts the podcast Pod Crushed, which centers around the host's stories and experiences from middle school. Did you know that Penn graduated high school at the age of 13 to avoid having a tutor on the set of his acting roles? Penn admits that he's written a song for every woman he's dated. Want to know who Penn's childhood crush was? It was Rihanna. Since both stars are in relationships, there is a slim chance we will ever see them together.
At Penn Badgley, I'm telling you, it's your face that does it. You're gorgeous. I can see past that crazy shit. LOL. You need to put an apostrophe and an E on your. I'm not gonna shame your grammar. It's the wrong thing to do. Thank you for the compliment.
Penn loves to read and tends to gravitate towards very intense, deep material, like the book 21 Questions for the 21st Century by Yuval Noah Harari. Perhaps this is why his portrayal of Joe from You seemed too authentic. Penn has a tattoo of a feather on his right leg, while his ex-girlfriend, Zoe Kravitz, has one on her left forearm. Feathers typically symbolize a free-spirited nature. Penn worked for Pokemon back in the late 90s, doing a Pokemon card playing tutorial video. While he's grateful for all the fan love, Penn doesn't like being famous and refers to it as dancing on the edge of a razor.
I was like, what is my life? Every time I'm in any kind of project, I go, you know, this would never happen in real life. You know, like this incredibly attractive guy would never be like chasing after me. These are like fantasies. This is obviously a fantasy that goes very wrong and very dark and very twisted.
Which fact surprised you the most about Penn? Leave your comments down below.